Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into the world of supply chains, mergers, and maybe a little bit of corporate drama. We're decoding a Form 8K filing, and let me tell you, it's a bit like watching a corporate marriage unfold, complete with the I do's and who gets what in the end. So what's the big news? Logility Supply Chain Solutions is officially part of Aptean. Think of it as one company buying another, and then they become one big happy family, or at least that's the plan. This happened on April 4, 2025. Aptean, through a subsidiary called Merger Sub, basically swallowed Logility whole. Logility is now a part of Aptean. Let's talk about what happens when a company gets bought. All those shares of Logility stock floating around gone poof. Each share got turned into $14.30 in cold hard cash. So if you owned Logility stock, you basically traded it in for money. And what about those stock options and restricted stock units employees had? Well, the stock options were converted to cash depending on how much they were in the money. If the option price was higher than the $14.30, they got nothing. The restricted stock units were also cashed out at the $14.30 price. Basically, everyone with these types of company stocks got paid in cash. Now that Logility is part of Aptean, it's saying goodbye to the stock market. They told the Nasdaq that they're out, which means you can't buy or sell Logility stock anymore because it is no longer listed. They are delisting. Logility is also asking the SEC to deregister their stock. This means they will no longer have to report all those public financial records like a public company. Because of this merger, Logility shareholders no longer have any rights as shareholders other than to receive per share. They are no longer owners of the company. It's official, Logility is under new management. Aptean now controls the company. Aptean paid $14.30 per share in cash for Logility to gain control of the company. Where did Aptean get all this money? They used something called a senior secured specified delayed draw term loan facility, basically. They took out a big loan. But the good news is that Aptean getting this loan wasn't a condition of the merger. They already secured the bag. With the new ownership comes new leadership. The old board of directors and officers of Logility have stepped down. New people from Aptean are now in charge. Telakutla, Venkata Nazara Reddy, Brad Diebold, and Catherine Dunn are in charge. That's a mouthful. The people who were directors of the company Aptean used to buy Logility are now the directors of Logility. Logility's official paperwork, like its articles of incorporation and bylaws, have been updated to reflect the new ownership. The articles of incorporation is basically Logility's birth certificate with some edits, and the bylaws are the internal rules of the company now rewritten under Aptean. To wrap things up, Logility put out a press release announcing that the deal is done, which is attached to this report to make sure everyone is in the know. Now let's step back and look at what all this means. Aptean, which is a big player in the software world, now owns Logility. This makes Aptean even bigger, and it gives them a stronger position in the supply chain solutions market. Supply chain solutions market, supply chain solutions market, supply chain solutions helps other businesses manage their supply chain from start to finish. Aptean probably thinks Logility has great people and a really good set of products to help them. Logility, on the other hand, is no longer an independent publicly traded company. It's now part of a larger organization. This could mean more resources and new opportunities, but also less control over its own destiny. Looking at the bigger picture, the supply chain software market is pretty crowded. There's lots of players and lots of competition. Aptean buying Logility is part of a trend where companies are joining forces to get bigger and compete better. Will it work? Only time will tell. One thing that is clear is that the executives of Logility are gone, so Aptean clearly thought they could get better leadership for the company. What's more is that they are taking the company private, which might mean they are planning a major restructuring or a new business direction that they don't want to reveal to the public too soon. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, give us a like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. Until next time, keep decoding.